Welcome to Betta Day. This is a picture system that teaches you what to do when you're not coping. Today I'm going to teach you all you need to know about stress. It's important to know about stress because if we're stressed out, our brain doesn't work properly and things kind of get worse instead of better. I'm going to show you how to tell how stressed you are and what to do about it. There's a couple of basic things that are helpful to know about stress. A bit of stress is okay because it can sharpen our thinking. That's our head together zone. A lot of stress overloads our brains and we crack up. But if we're too tired, we can be kind of zonked out and don't think that well either. So it's important to recognise what zone we're thinking in at any given time. We can tell we've entered the crack up zone because we can start to feel the physical signs of stress. Sweating, tense, heart racing. Everyone's different. We can crack up in 3 ways. Get angry, that's fight. Want to run away, that's flight. Or zone out, that's freeze. Everyone's different. What happens when you crack up? Okay, to understand about why we crack up, I'm going to explain about our 3 brains. It's a bit of an oversimplification, but it helps us understand how we've evolved. First, we have a lizard brain. It's really a fear and survival brain. It's worried about body regulation, like being hot or cold. It's also worried about being predator or prey. What about emotions? If you love your lizard, will they love you back? Probably not. They don't have the same emotional apparatus as us. And then we have our mammal or dog brain. Dogs are pack animals. They bond with each other and have relationships. They have relationships with us too, another species. If you love your dog, will they love you back? Sure will, and in a very direct and immediate way. They'll even be able to read some of your feelings. If a dog has been abused, will it have problems with trust? Yes, it might. It might run away or cower, or bare its teeth and growl at something that previously it would have felt safe with. What do we do when this happens? Well, we be calm and still. We don't react by raising our voice or returning the threat, so the dog can figure out that the situation is really safer than they thought. Does a dog have self-esteem issues or worry about tomorrow? Beyond whether it's alpha or down the ranks, probably not. Human brains can do other stuff again. We're very social animals and live in complex social groups. We can talk, we can plan, we can make tools, we can reflect and judge. We can have ideas about who we are in a group and create and participate in culture. Okay, lizard, dog, human, so what? Well, here's the kicker. When we get stressed, there's a whole dump of adrenaline into our system and our human brain gets turned off. We go into serious survival mode. We're running on dog and lizard. That should keep us alive and get us to safety, but it's lost the language and reasoning part to figure out our problems. Talking strategies don't work so well, but feeling safe and being physically calmed do. Okay, so we're going to deal with stress in 3 steps. First, we're going to notice something in our body. Second, we're going to sort something in our head. And finally, we're going to do something. So what do we have to notice? How far into your crack-up zone are you when your human brain has turned off? You tell this by looking for the signs of adrenaline being released into your body. I call this crossing the adrenaline line. What are your early, middle and late signs? Here are a few common ones. Tensing up, tight throat, tight tummy, feeling sick, hot in the face, feeling hot all over, sweating, heart racing, heart pounding in your chest, thoughts racing or breaking up, shallow breathing or can't breathe. Other people are fidgety, twirl their hair, can't concentrate, are looking around and noticing everything and can't sit still. Sometimes you have strong feelings starting to roll through. You need to notice these too. When you're mega stressed, it'll be obvious, but often the early signs are a bit harder to pick up. Each time you notice, though, you get better and better at putting them in order, and the earlier you notice, the easier it is to put on the brakes. Write down your early, middle and late signs. Once you're over the adrenaline line, do you zone out, want to run away, even in your head, or get angry and cross? How do you crack up? The next thing you do is sort your head out. So this is grounding and breathing. Your brain's offline and you need to come back down to your head together zone. Words don't work so well. You have to calm the body down and the mind will follow. As you come under the adrenaline line, your human brain will come back online. So, with grounding, you're going to pull all your attention to your body and sense into it as strongly as you can. Ignore all that rubbish in your head, no matter how hard. If you drift back to it, then sense in again even harder. Ground yourself by feeling your feet on the floor. Focus on how they feel. Then work your way up through every joint: hips, back, shoulders, neck, jaw, and head. Focus on the senses. Hear 4 things. Taste the air. Sense the difference in temperature of the air as you breathe in and out. Look at 4 things of the same colour, like finding 4 greens. With breathing, we're going to be aware of your breathing. You want it to be slow and deep. Shallow breathing keeps us in the crack-up zone or sends us up there faster. If you like, you can slow it down. 7 counts in, pause, 11 counts out. Put your hands on your tummy so as you breathe in deeply and slowly, your hands are pushed out. After the grounding step, go back and check where you are on the stress scale. If you're not under the adrenaline line, do it again until things are settled. Finally, now you can do something. Challenge your stress thinking. Big sigh, you're safe. Look around the room and take in this new reality. Prove to yourself that it's all okay. Once your stress levels are down and your brain has come back online, you can start to challenge your fears or negative thinking. Some people call it stinking thinking. What kinds of stinking thinking do you do when you've cracked up? You know, the kind of irrational thinking that gets you into trouble. Yes, the human bit of your brain can help you now. Stinking thinking is faulty thinking that makes things worse. There are lots of different types. What they all have in common is that when we've cracked up, we believe it. When we're back in the head together zone, we can challenge it, which sets us free from it. So, now you know all about stress. Remember, notice when you're stressed and if you've crossed the adrenaline line to the crack-up zone. Sort your head out by grounding and slowing your breathing to bring yourself back to your head together zone. Then challenge all your negative thinking and have a better day.